Baby, they're never going to catch it. You know how people be like, catch it, right? They want you to understand what they're putting down. They want you to understand the lesson and what they are conveying, because they had to go through the experience in order to be able to explain it to you without any hindrance. See, a lot of times people underestimate the power of paying attention. See, paying attention is not free, because you still got to pay attention. And a lot of people don't pay attention. They will scroll past your video just because it's you. Never mind what you're putting down. See, you had all these people in your life that wouldn't catch on to what you was putting down, to the messages that you was conveying, to how you were role modeling how to be a woman of the hour, how you were role modeling how to be a woman of integrity, how you was role modeling how to be a man that has competence, a man that is about what he talks about. See, they were overlooking that because it was you. But now God has elevated you in a place to where they have no room to overlook you. They have to pay attention because they want to move on. They want to get to the next space in their life. But see, the problem is that they always are victims. And see, the difference with you is you always self-reflect. You always look at how you contributed to the situation. And that's what these people are missing. A lot of times people, when they find themselves in situations, they say, oh, if this person would have done this, then things would have been different. If they would have just did this, things would have been different. But they never take a look at themselves and say, if I had done this, then maybe they would have done this. See, it takes you to realize how you contributed to the situation, because see, a lot of times when we reflect, we just realize we got to stop operating that way in these people's lives in order for us not to be upset, because it is the expectation that we put on other people that ultimately make our hearts sick. It is the expectation that we put on other people that ultimately make our hearts sick. The Bible says if you want to get the speck out of other eyes, you got to first get the speck out of your eyes. So you have to expect from yourself what you are expecting from other people. And when you expect from yourself what you are expecting for other people, it makes you by default create boundaries, because you draw that line in the sand. You say, this is where I end and this is where you begin. So that means you can't come across this line, because coming across this line is to be disrespectful, and I don't have disrespectful people in my life. So you got to understand that they're never going to catch what you're putting down, because they never take the time to look at themselves and understand why they do what they do. A lot of times, like I said, people think that they're doing what they're doing because someone is doing what they're doing. But you don't have to respond and react just because someone is trying to get a reaction out of you. This is how you check to see if fruit is ripe. You squeeze it. When someone squeezes someone, you're going to always see what's inside of them. You're going to always see what they're yielding to. Are you going to let vengeance be God? Or are you going to try to take matters into your own self and match the energy and then become like the people who hurt you? See, they're not going to accept. They're not going to understand what you're putting down until they take a look at the person in the mirror. Michael Jackson said it the best. If you want to make the world a better place, first, take a look at the person in the mirror. Period. You can always count on truth, love, and transparency coming from your girl. Now go on with your day and remember you're big blessed. Peace.